Okay. All righty, family. Hello. Boy, are we in for a treat today. I know you guys saw. Oh my goodness, I have no earrings or nothing, huh? Well, I was in a rush today to get on here. I tell you, welcome, family. Y'all come on in. And I want you guys to like and share. Like and share, like and share, like and share. Um, I want you guys to come on in and we're getting ready to share. We're getting ready to talk about it. Okay. Um, I'm just, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Want to introduce y'all to my book. Okay. Yes, we're going to talk about my book. This is the workbook. Okay. It is on Amazon. I will leave it in the comments. It is time for us to do better. It's time for us to get it together, family. And I say that because we just saw a shootout, a mass shootout, right? What are we going to do about it? That's the question of the day. A mass shootout. My thing is, this was something that was planned. They knew it was planned because he had been on all the social medias and he even taped it. And I'm talking about this little thug terrorist that went into Peyton, that I'm going to call him Peyton, the thug, that went into a Black community and he shot it up. But I'm not mad about that because we expect that. We've been around them so long. We've been around them too long. We've been around them a long time, right? And we know what they're capable of. This is not the first time. It won't be the last. And I guarantee you it won't be the last. Let me tell you why. Because he got away with it. Pooky and Rayray. Calling all Pooky and Rayrays. All my gang members. Where you at? Where were you? You allowed an intruder to come into your neighborhood. And shoot him up. Where were you? Why you didn't give him that same energy that you would have gave your brother if he had stepped on your gym shoe at the party? Remember back in the day? How you'd have treated one of your brothers that stepped on your gym shoe? Or they come in your hood and want to sell drugs to your people? You'll take them out, won't you? And you'll be glad to do that. And the police don't care. And they let you. Won't even arrest you. But where were you when that thug terrorist came into your neighborhood and punked you out? Oh, I got some guests today just coming on. Oh, yeah, and we're going in. You know me, I'm going in. I'm going in because I'm tired of what I'm seeing. Since when did Black folk get so afraid, scared of white folk, especially the ones that act like coon terrorists that they are? You allowed this white boy, this thug terrorist, look at my face, to come into your neighborhood and disrespect you. He punked you out. But y'all gave the Black women, the ones that was on Kevin Samuels' back, or who's on the Kevin Samuels bandwagon, because Kevin Samuels was dogging out Black women, and y'all was rooting for Kevin Samuels, right? Because he was dogging out your women, your queens. I ain't never seen a group of people that would sit up here and dog out their own, but you allowed this white boy to come in and disrespect you in your neighborhood. But you got so much energy for the Black women of your community because you're mad for one, because you cannot protect your woman. So you mad at us because you can't do your job. Because you know if you try to protect us, you're going to jail. You're scared. I ain't never seen so many scared Negroes in my life. D, I'm bringing you on. You ready? You ready? I'm going backstage to get her. That's my buddy right there. That's my road dog right there. Hey, D. That's my road dog, y'all. Welcome. This is my road dog, y'all. I called her this morning. D, and I'm going in. I said, we doing a live this morning. I said, get ready, D. And I think I gave her like 10 minutes, you guys, to get dressed. I swear it was
10 minutes. That's it.
It was 10 minutes. I seen the news, y'all. And I had, boy, I couldn't get dressed quick enough. That's why I got no earrings on. I just pulled my hair back. I mean, but guess what? We need to talk about this. We need to talk about Pooky, Ray, where you at? You're shooting up Chicago like crazy. And you're not going to tell me that's not the police officers. You dogging black women out because Kevin Samuels was an abuser. I'm not glad he did. I'm not. That's my brother. I would never be glad. I would never be glad. But I am mad because he was abusive to black women and nobody called him out for his bull. And black men right now today are excited because he was dogging out black women. He was telling them Jezebel. He was telling them. That's what they were saying. I seen a guy on YouTube today, and he was going in because he was so mad because some women, some black folk are glad because I'm not going to even say they were glad, but some black women have expressed I think they're walking in anger because Kevin Samuel was so abusive. And I think that the women that are taking up for Kevin Samuels, the way he talks to and about black women, those are my women that have been abused in their lives, in their childhoods. And they are used to that behavior. So that's normal behavior. That's not normal behavior, family. We don't dog each other like that. We don't talk about our queens like that. We don't talk about our men like that. It is time for us to come together. And this white supremacy walked into your neighborhood and took you out. And y'all didn't do nothing about it because you don't care about each other. And then you want white folk to care about you? I'm going to tell you what, it ain't going to be the last time. I guarantee you that. It ain't going to be the last time because y'all didn't do anything. So guess what? Bullies will keep bullying until you do something. And you know that I'm telling the truth. Oh, y'all going to get mad at me today. Y'all going to get mad about this. But guess what? I don't care because I'm tired of what I'm seeing. I'm tired of you guys acting like little punks. And you are allowing white supremacy to come into your neighborhood and to do what? Oh, I want y'all to see something. Oh, I want you to see this. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I'm gonna do it on my phone because I couldn't pull it up. I couldn't pull her up. Now the New York governor is gonna come up with an excuse why it's okay. But I want you guys to listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is the New York governor, what she said about white supremacists. Yeah, she said something about she used the key points, white supremacy, terrorism. But guess what? Is he gonna get a hate crime bill against him? Probably not. Is he really going to be tried as a terrorist? Probably not, because you know why? Black folk was being attacked. Did the police officer feel threatened when he came with all those weapons? Probably not. But guess what? They said he obtained it legally. How did he obtain it legally when they said that he had mental illness? They always want to claim mental illness. Oh, because they're trying to get him off of this. I'm gonna let you hear this. Let me let you hear this.
I want to go now to the governor of New York.
Hold on.
Kathy Hochul. Good morning to you, Governor.
Good morning. I'm happy to be here to be on the show, but it's a very tragic day for all of us here in Western New York. It's my hometown of Buffalo.
Well, our condolences to you and to that community. Are you concerned about further violence in your state?
She should be.
Well, we are taking proactive measures to make sure that we're monitoring all social media platforms because this
that's all you're going to do
out there. This was on a manifesto that was written a while back. And so we're very concerned about what other information is perpetrated out there on social media platforms and are out there being disseminated globally. So this information from yesterday's attack is already out there. It was live streamed. The intent of this individual was telegraphed in advance. So I'm calling on social media platforms to be making sure that they're doing a better job monitoring the hate speech that's out there, especially when it's directed against populations and comes up.
Hold on. So that's all she gonna do? She said, I'm concerned about the social media. Why don't you change some laws, Governor? Why don't you get in there and give us a hate crime bill, Governor, like you did for the Asians? They're not gonna do that though, are they? They're not gonna take black folk the most who have died. But guess what? We don't have a crime bill, do we? But let me just finish what Governor got to say. But all her concern was, I want to stop. I'm going to attack social media. Oh, that's what you want to do? But you're not going to take here and make no new laws, right? Okay, let me help you out. Hold on. Here we go.
The guise of white supremacy terrorism, which is exactly what happened here in Buffalo.
I want to come back to that in a moment, but I want to ask about the weapon that this shooter used. You've said it was legally obtained. You've also said that the shooter had been at one point under their surveillance of medical authorities because of past comments he had made about carrying out a shooting. How was he allowed to buy and to hold on to that?
Right.
That is exactly what's being investigated.
Okay, hold on. Even with that, they want to come up with a reason now. Oh, he was mentally ill, right? Didn't we just hear that? And they said, how was he able to buy a weapon? That ain't got nothing to do with it right now. My thing is, she didn't want to discuss him being a thug terrorist, did she? She wants to go in on the guns. Y'all, I'm going to tell you what, that ain't got nothing to do with it. It's not about the guns. It's about racism in America. It's about how they're not confronting these white thug terrorists that they know in the past he had an issue. But guess what? They allowed him to continue. They didn't do anything about it. They knew about it. They said they're watching him. So now that's all you're going to do is watch. Now let me see what else you're going to do. Or you're going to counteract the guns and say, oh, we're going after the guns. No, you need to go after racism in America. That's what you go after. That ain't got guns ain't got nothing to do with it. Because we need more because we have such a toxic society and we need something to protect our communities. But let me finish.
Now I understand that he wrote something when he was in high school.
See, hold on. So we're gonna get to Did you hear that? He wrote it when he was in high school. So he's in high school now. He's 18. So what are you talking about, Governor? What's his governor's name? Governor of Buffalo, New York. Governor of New York. So now she's going to say, oh, he wrote that when he was in high school. Dummy, he was 18. He was still in high school. So how long ago are we talking? Because only 4 years ago, if you're telling me he was in high school and he's a senior now, that means 4 years you've been watching him. 4 years he ain't done nothing that's going to pique your interest. 4 years, so you're going to continue making excuses for white supremacy? You go ahead. I'm going to tell Pooky and Ray Ray, I'm calling you because I'm calling you out, Pooky and Ray Ray, because y'all should have been protecting your community. You should have been protecting your families, and you should have been protecting your women. But go ahead. If those women were white in their community, I guarantee you them white boys would have been protecting theirs, wouldn't it? Okay, let's continue. Oh, I'm done. I'm going to continue on.
Bottom of that.
So it's possible that he should not have been sold that weapon. Is that an oversight in the state?
Well,
she's not going to admit that.
We don't know that. We don't know that
Look
right
at
now,
that.
but I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Look at that.
Right
Making
now.
excuses, huh?
Happened, a little while back. He's 19 years old. Apparently, he was investigating when he was a high school student, brought to the attention of the authorities.
She's going to point out he's 19.
Based on something he had written in school. And so we're going to find out what happened in the aftermath.
Understand. I know you just mentioned going online and taking what's out there in the social media space seriously. You've called it a feeding frenzy for white supremacy. How do you actually regulate this without impeding on free speech? You have a number of media and social media companies with big offices in your state. Specifically, what are you asking them to do?
No, we want them to stay in our state. We also want them to be more vigilant and use the resources they have to hire more people, change their algorithms.
Are we changing laws?
The second that this
are we talking about changing laws?
And let there be a determination.
We're talking about social media.
Law enforcement quickly. Law enforcement also monitors this as well. I mean,
law enforcement. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Even with that, hold on. She said law enforcement monitors that. But when law enforcement got there, they didn't even show any signs of resistance. They didn't even show any signs of anger like they would have showed if he was black. Like they showed the black guy who they shot in the back of the head that didn't shoot anybody. They stopped on a non-violent offense and they shot my brother in the back of his head when he was laying on his stomach. So he was a threat, right? But this dude has a whole weapon in his hand and you don't ever feel that he was a threat. They never thought he was a threat, really? But they looked at him as being what? Mentally ill. They knew that he was going to carry out a mass shooting because he had said it on his social media. Did they stop him? No. Did they make laws to stop it? No. They're talking about, I'm going to talk about social media. Let's talk about the laws that New York and other states are going to, create behind this. Let me finish just a little bit more.
So we need a multifaceted approach, but need vigilance, not just law enforcement, but also from the platforms that are allowing this to spread. They have a responsibility as well.
The Justice Department has called this an act of racially motivated violent extremism. You used a sharper word. You said white supremacist terrorism. I know your state classifies assault based on race or religion as a terror attack. There's no federal statute that does that. Should there be?
Look at that.
Yes, federal terrorism. There are domestic terrorism laws on the books. This can be prosecuted.
Are you going to
under
use
state
it?
or federal laws right now? It started with our district attorney at the state level. So this individual is not going to see the light of day again.
Oh,
Whether
right.
It's under federal
Yeah.
prosecution or state under our domestic terrorism laws, or just murder one. This person murdered 10 innocent victims in our community just yesterday.
Governor, good luck to you. Thank you for your time. This
Okay, let me talk about that. Do you really believe? What you believe? What you think? I don't believe nothing she said. I don't believe white supremacy. White supremacy covers white supremacy. Supremacy will watch out for white supremacy.
Right.
Go ahead, D. I'm gonna let you have something. I'm gonna give you part of the floor.
I'm just taking in. I'm just listening.
Girl, I'm fired up. I told you, y'all gonna be mad today. Y'all gonna be mad because guess what? I want to show you one more. Oh, I'm not done.
But didn't he say he gave credit to Dylan Roof?
Hey, okay. Yes, he did say that. But guess what? What they gonna do about it? What they gonna do about it?
Nothing.
They're not gonna do anything about it.
Oh,
They're gonna act like they care. They're gonna act like they so big and bad. They're gonna call out the white supremacy. We know it's white supremacy. We know it's white supremacy on the police force. I want to show you this picture. I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on. I'm gonna try to stay calm. I'm trying to keep my blood pressure down because y'all know. Oh boy, I get fired up, family. I'm about sick of this. I'm gonna share my screen. Share my screen. And let's see what we got here. Okay, share. Oh dang! Am I sharing my screen? Okay, am y'all seeing? Am I sharing my screen? D?
Yes.
Okay, so you see that, right? Do we see that? Police releases new details on Buffalo mass shooting.
Yes.
Do we see them throwing him to the ground? Do we see him on the ground? Do we see guns drawn? Do we see any of that? I don't see no guns. What are guns drawn? But when it was George Floyd, they had guns, all kind of guns. Remember Anthony Brown? They had all kind of guns drawn. Where the guy that was in his car that was driving up to his house, and they had guns drawn on a man that was serving a warrant for a nonviolent offense. And they had guns drawn, shot at the boy, killed him, and lied and said the car was going toward them, right? Was running them over. And come to find out, he was running away from them. He was driving away from them. They shot him in the back of the head. But nothing was no big deal, right? They can lie on their reports, no big deal. Do you see him on the ground? Was he scuffled? Was he harmed? Was he shot? Was he injured? What was going on with him? And they said he had so many guns. But what do you see? What do you see here? I don't see no scuffle. I don't see where no harm was done to him. I don't see where he was on the ground. I don't see where they took him. What they took him in peace, didn't they? I don't see. Now, if he had been black, he'd have been on the ground. They'd have 15 officers laying on top of him. He'd have been, I can't breathe. He'd have got shot in the head, and then they came up with an excuse why it was okay that he died when they came on the scene. But when the white boys do something, the mass shooters come out who have 1,100,000 bullets, who have 20 guns at they ready. You don't see no scuffle. You don't see no dirt on this shirt because he never was thrown to the ground. They don't even have no guns drawn, nothing. Let's read a little bit of this. The suspect in the Saturday night mass shooting in Buffalo reportedly traveled from another New York County hours away to penetrate the attack, authorities said. The shooter in the the shooter traveled hours, they said, outside this community to perpetrate this crime on the people of Buffalo. A day when people were enjoying the sunshine, which they should have been watching because they know what kind of a toxic society, such a racist country we live in. But was you careful? Was you looking on you? Did you have your head on the swivel? I don't care if I'm in a restaurant. I'm looking at the door. I'm looking who's walking behind me. I'm looking everywhere. I was on my bike. Me and my girlfriend, you don't have a 3-wheeler bike. We was at Walmart the other day. And, people, our bikes draw attention. So we had this white guy walking up to us. I'm looking out the corner of my eye at him, right? And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, I ain't say nothing. She was still talking. She was looking. She began to walk to her bike, and I began to get up off my bike because I didn't want my back to be turned to him, right? So he was, oh, yeah, that's a nice bike. I said, look, there. I said, dude, you walking too close. I said, this society is too toxic for you to be walking up on us. I said, you need to step off. Step back. You can admire the bike, but you can go over there and do it. I said, I don't need you in my circle. He wasn't that close to me, but he was close enough. And I didn't want, and I'm watching his hands all while I'm doing this talking. Because guess what? I'm not going to go out like no punk. I'm telling you that. My thing is, you see, you know that we live in a toxic society. You know that they can't be trusted. But what do we do? What do we do? What do we do, D? We will sit up here and allow them to walk up on you, to come through your neighborhood and do nothing. We will allow them to come through your neighborhood and, oh shoot, I'm sitting up here trying to get this up. I'm sorry, y'all. We'll allow them to come through our neighborhoods and threaten you and walk up on you and walk around you. You don't even look, and they don't, you, when you see them, you're not even looking to say, what they doing over here? What's going on? This is a new face because you don't know your neighbors. But when we were all together in our own society, in our own community, we were very careful about them, were we not? Let's continue. They said he traveled hours. Hours. The shooter traveled hours from outside the community to penetrate this crime on the people of Buffalo, a day when people were enjoying the sunshine, enjoying family, enjoying friends. Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown said at press conference on Saturday night, people in the supermarket shopping and bullets raining down on them. People's lives being snuffed out in an instant for no reason. But this is the society we live in, right? This is a tragic day in the city of Buffalo. This defendant is accused of traveling to our area and targeting innocent people who are shopping for their groceries on a Saturday afternoon. I continue to pray. That's all you're going to do is pray for the affected by this horrible, horrific crime. I am committed to obtaining justice for the victims, their families and their community. My office is working closely with the U.S. Attorney Office and our partners in law enforcement into potential terrorism and hate crime. This is an active investigation and additional charges may be filed. Flynn say, I don't know if he's black or white. D, look up this mayor and the mayor and let me see if he's black or white, please. His name is, let me see, what was it? County DA John Flynn made a similar statement revealing more details. Hold on, let's see. The mayor, Byron Brown. And then look up John
Black.
Flynn. Huh?
Black.
Both of them black. Okay, let's see. You know, because they hate to bring charges on against white supremacy. Because they don't.
Byron Brown?
Byron Brown. Hold on, let me see. Byron, the mayor Byron Brown. And then I want you to look up the DA, John Flynn. I want you to show me a picture of him. I'm gonna see if he's black or what. I'm gonna keep reading for a minute. Now this Peyton Grindon is,
This is the mayor for Buffalo, New York.
Hold on, let me see. Oh shoot, I can't see. Okay.
Can you see it?
No, do it again.
I don't know how to flip my my thingamajigam.
Okay, hold on.
No.
I want to see because I'm gonna pull him up in a minute to see if he black or what. Because I just want to see. But I'm gonna keep reading because I just want to see. Because he said what?
There you go.
Hold on, let me come back over there and see.
Hey, you said
okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, okay. So y'all see the brother. Okay, let's see what he gonna do. Okay, let me keep reading for a minute. He said, Peyton Grindon, Gendron, an 18-year-old. Now let me say one thing. Let me correct the governor. The governor said he was 19. She made a point to say he was 19, right? Because that joker's still in high school. But then she wanted to say, oh, this happened when he was in high school. Dummy, he already still in high school. So what time frame are you talking about when he was already, the medical team the mental illness clinic was looking at him? He's 18. He's still in high school. So you want to make it seem like he was 19. You're going to put it out there. Oh, he was 19. Like trying to make it seem like he was in high school years ago. Okay. No, he's 18. White male alleged stormed the supermarket in an African-American, did you hear me? In an African-American Buffalo neighborhood and opened fire both outside and inside the store, killing 10 people and wounding 3 others. You mean to tell me that nobody had no power tools with them? You mean to tell me nobody had no power tools with them? Really? You had enough tools to shoot up each other in Chicago, but you ain't got not one person in that store had any power tools. Really? Now you know that pisses me off. You allow a man to come, and I guarantee you it was somebody in that store packing. But did they even attempt to save their own lives? You will come in here and let a white supremacy come and take you out and not even try to save yourself. That's how undiagnosed, mentally ill Black people are. We will come in here no matter what, yes, sir, massa, and let him take your family member out. Let him take your mama out. Let him take your sister out. And you did absolutely nothing about it. 11 of the 13 people shot were African American, while 2 victims were white.
This is the DA.
Huh? Let me see the DA. He Black? Oh, okay. You think he gonna do something for you? Let me see it. I guarantee you he won't. But let me continue on. Oh boy, Commissioner John, whoever he is, confirmed at a briefing Saturday. They said this dude, what's the boy named? Peyton, that's his name, has been charged with a first-degree murder, to which he pleads not guilty. And his arraignment Saturday evening. He don't even get no trial. We saw you on camera. We saw you with the gun. Why does he need a trial, D? Please help me. Why he need a trial? David in the Bible. Let's talk about David in the Bible. Remember in the Bible when it said that he came back from war. David was in war, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his wife and children was missing. All of the women in the camp and the children were taken, right? What did he do?
He said,
what did he do?
David was ready to go to war.
What did he do first? He asked, he prayed, he said, shall I pursue? What did God tell him?
To pursue.
He said, yes, pursue, and you will win. Recover all is what he said, right? You guys sat up there and allowed this man, this thug terrorist, is not even a man, it's a demon's son. You allowed one of the Niflin's children to come into your neighborhood intentionally to harm you, and you did nothing about it. How did it make you feel? But you got some nerves to come up here and talk about your brother, Kevin Samuels. I don't even care about Kevin Samuels right now. But you come against your own, but you didn't give that white thug supremacist that same energy. Tell me why. Tell me why. Was he allowed to come in your neighborhood and punk you out? He was 18-year-old. And you did absolutely nothing about it. You think others ain't coming? You think others not watching this?
Oh,
others not coming? Oh, they coming.
It's more coming.
Oh, they coming because you didn't do nothing. If you had to shut him down, you had to shut him down. I am not condoning violence. Don't get me twisted. But I do condone you supporting, protecting your family at all costs. You don't let somebody come in that don't have good intentions toward your family and gun your family down and hurt your family, murder your family. And you do nothing. You let him walk, breathing out of your neighborhood. Why? What's that saying about Black folk? D, what's that saying about us?
Which one?
Black folk.
We got so many.
I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. The Black Panthers, you think they would have allowed that boy to walk out that neighborhood?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. You think the old school, our ancestors would allow that boy to walk out that neighborhood?
No.
Hell no. I'm mad. I'm so mad right now. Because these white folk got you twisted. They think y'all scared of them. And you are, because I just saw it. Y'all scared as hell of white people. Y'all scared. You scared. You're punks. You allowed Rayray and Pooky, gang members who's supposed to be bad. They bad. Ooh, we bad. We're going to shoot down our own. But you allowed this racist thug terrorist to come into your neighborhood and walk out breathing. What do you say about that? What you gonna do? Remember that movie? What you remember that movie? Them? That blackface man? Did you see the movie, D? The blackface said, "What you gonna do?"
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, that black man ended up being a white man in a blackface. What you gonna do? That's what he kept asking the black guy, the father, who they was treating it bad, the family wrong. They was doing them wrong because they didn't want them in their neighborhood, right? Y'all need to watch that. Them. Watch the episode 1, 9, and 10. Watch it, and you're gonna understand who you are and what's going on. But I'm gonna keep reading. Peyton, 18. A white thug terrorist alleged stormed a supermarket in an African-American Buffalo neighborhood and opened fire, both outside and inside the store. You mean to tell me didn't nobody hear that shooting inside when he was outside? And nobody was ready? Nobody was ready. Killing 10 people and wounding 3 others. 11 of the 13 people shot were African-Americans, while 2 victims were white. Now, they might do something because 2 of theirs was in there. But they're going to say, why was they in that neighborhood? That's what they're going to say. Buffalo Police Commissioner Joseph, whoever, confirmed Peyton has been charged with first-degree murder, to which he pleaded not guilty.
But they only charge him with count, right?
Go ahead, what you say?
They only charge him with 1 account, but it was 10.
Exactly. Charged with first-degree murder. Has been charged with first-degree murder.
But it should be 10 accounts.
Exactly. Buffalo City Court Judge Craig Hannon told CNN the district attorney office also intends to indict Peyton and bring additional charges, he said, but you didn't do it right now.
It
New
should
York City Police have increased patrol and on alert out of an abundance.
So how many of the 10 were African Americans?
No, 10 were African American, 2 were white. He said, hold on. No, 11 were African American. That's what it said right here. 11 were African Americans, and of the 13 shot. So 2 was white, but 11 was black.
And those are 2 that lived?
I don't know which 2 lived.
10 killed and 3 injured, right?
No, it was 10 killed. So those 10 were killed, but he said 11 was black. The 11 of them were black. They died. And the 2, I don't know if the 2 living, I don't know what color they were, the ones that lived. I don't know.
Okay.
But let's continue. I want to read this. I want to read this story because I want y'all to see. Now they on high alert, right? They on high alert, right? They on high alert now, right? I'm just saying. They on high alert. Let's see. New York City Police have increased patrols. Now they're going to increase patrols, okay? Out of an abundance of caution. But the New York Police Department told Fox News of all news, we know Fox News is racist, that investigators have not determined any threat to New York City. I guess not. Black folk had a issue. They had a reason, and they did nothing. So now they figured, oh, black folk ain't gonna do nothing. So it's good as a consequence of the Buffalo assault. FBI, however, is probing the incident as both a hate crime and a case of racial motivated violence extremists. Yeah, they're going to say what they want you to hear. Now, you talking about the FBI who killed Fred Hampton, the FBI who killed the Black Panthers, the FBI, and we still trusting them? Black family? Okay, FBI special agent in charge of the Buffalo office told CNN that they considering what? The case of racially motivated violence extremists, okay? Around 2:30 p.m. on Saturday, the suspect allegedly drove to the Tops Friendly Market on Jefferson Avenue near Raleigh Street in Buffalo, New York, with the intent to commit a crime. A statement of the Erie County DA office read, the Peyton, allegedly wearing protective tactical gear and armed with an assault weapon, approached several people in the parking lot before firing. Buffalo Police Commissioner whatever said, also had a tactical helmet on and a camera to live stream. Oh God, did you hear that, D? He had a helmet on so you couldn't shoot him in the head. He had tactical gear on, so he was ready, right? But nobody did know. Nobody shot one shot. The police got there and didn't even shoot one shot. If the police if it had been a black man, he'd have been dead this morning. And they just said, even if he had a brush in his hand, he would have died, right? Because that's what they do. They make you believe that it's okay to kill you. They make you believe that it's okay to shoot you. They make you believe that when we come on the scene, you're going to die. And we're okay with that because we come on the scene in the comments, and we'll support their actions when it comes to us. But I don't see them wrestling this boy down at all. Let me keep reading. Let me keep on. Let me keep reading. Okay. The suspect then allegedly entered the store and exchanged gunfire. Who he exchanged it with? With an armed security guard, a retired member of the Buffalo Police Department, who was fatally injured before he continued shooting customers in a random. You mean to tell me that police officer couldn't even shoot to kill him? Really? You mean to tell me that retired police officer, who's a security guard, couldn't take this terrorist down? Remember Ma'Khia Bryant? You remember her? I want to show this.
Yeah.
Let me show you this. Remember, Black Lives Matter claimed police wasted no time in seamlessly taking Ma'Khia Bryant's life. But then what did they do with this man? What did they do with him? Remember, Ma'Khia Bryant had that knife, right?
Uh-huh. Yep. A butter knife at that.
A butter knife. Claimed that the police wasted no time in seamlessly taking another Black child. But guess what? When it came to this thug terrorist, what did they do? What did they do?
They took him in with respect.
They took him down. They didn't even take him to the ground. They walked him to the car. Let's see that
They
again.
took him in with respect.
Exactly. Look at that. They respected that brother, didn't they? I don't see no guns drawn. I don't see no dirt on his shirt where he was on the ground. I don't see no dirt on his face where they were sitting on his face. I don't see no bruises on his neck where they had their knee in his neck. I don't see none of that. Do you? Maybe I'm missing it. Do you see any dirt on his shirt, D? Do you see any dirt on his face? Do you see any bruises on his neck where they was choking the life out of him? I don't see none of that. Do you see any of that? Like and share as you come in, family. I don't see none of that. But they took this brother down. They didn't take him. They walked him, escorted him. Excuse me. I'm yelling on my throat. Let me get some water. Got something to say, D? Oh my goodness. Let me keep looking for. Let me keep showing. Let me just show. This is crazy. Ain't that something? I'm trying to see. What did the little governor say? Mass shooter suspect appeared in Buffalo court. What did he say? Let's see. Listen, I want to see this. How in the world mass shooting suspect appears in court? Let's see what they got to say. Let's see what they're going to say, D. Come on here.
Is here. Thoroughly researched by our nerds to
trying to get away from the ad. I'm sorry, y'all.
This crypto platform for beginners. Thanks to the list, you found one with low trade minimums.
We got to look at the ad before we get to the good stuff, huh?
Support. The best 0% APR credit card.
Oh,
the nerds
Lord.
scrutinized introductory and ongoing APRs for your everyday purchases.
But guess what? My thing is, the biggest problem I have is they allowed him to walk in their neighborhood, but they will shoot their own. Let's see what they got to say. Look at it. Look at that devil. Look at that devil. Look at it. Look at that devil, y'all, who was allowed to walk in your neighborhood. Teenage gunman wearing military gear and live streaming with a helmet, camera open fired with a rifle at a Buffalo. Authority described the attack on Saturday as racially motivated violent extremists. Look at this. Look at this devil. Look at this. Look at this. Look how peace and calm they is. Look at this. He's so calm, ain't he? Kill 10. 18-year-old. Open fire at people at a top friendly market in a Black neighborhood. In a Black neighborhood. At a Black neighborhood. But it was okay. It was okay. Look at that. Suspect was later identified as Peyton, okay, of what Conklin area in New York State. Ain't that some 200 miles, not even in the area. Look at this. Look at this.
With respect to the request that the defendant be remanded without bail, I'd also like to let the court know that the people intend to present this directly to the grand jury. As far as any bail issues, I'll reserve our right to make further argument. Further point out.
I am so upset here.
Parker, you want me to bring it back this morning?
How was he able to get through this?
Okay, Thursday in the morning, then I think 19th in the morning. Both then. 19th in the morning, I'm available. Yeah. And then 2 rounds, I guess.
Look at this. Where's the shackles at?
Remand. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Look at this, D. Look at this, D. Look at him, D. Look at him, D. Hey, D. Help me out here. I'm having a fit here. I'm having a fit.
Outside of this.
I want to see something. First degree murder. That's all he gonna get, huh?
That's it. That's it.
First degree murder. I'm just saying. First degree murder.
They gave him.
But they want to they want you to believe that he's gonna be charged with more crimes. They want you to believe that we're gonna charge him. But how many black people? How many black folk? I just want to see. Let's see what they're saying.
We had in New York State. He was remanded. The judge ordered a forensic examination.
Look at this.
A felony hearing will now take place in 5 days, and then the investigation continues. So we have taken the appropriate steps right now to get him behind bars.
To see that sense of security shattered by an individual, a white supremacist who has engaged in an act of terrorism and will be prosecuted as such, in a cold-hearted, cruel, calculating way. A military-style execution targeting people who simply want to buy groceries in a neighborhood store. It strikes us in our very hearts to know that there's such evil that lurks out there.
D. She
Yes.
said all the right words, right? I'm gonna stop sharing right now. She said all the right words. But what you think they're gonna really do about it? Let me read some of the comments. Hey, you guys, I put a link in there. If you guys want to come on and have some comments, feel free. But you guys, we allowed a white supremacy to come into our neighborhood, and we did absolutely nothing. But if he had been black selling drugs on the corner and he had your corner, you'd have shot him up, wouldn't he? Over a damn corner. But you did nothing. He came and shot up your family. He killed your children. He killed your niece. He killed your mama. He killed your sister. And you did nothing. You let him walk. Tell me why. I'm going to read some of the comments. I'm late, but I'm here. Thank you for joining. Miriam, thank you. Yes, prophet who obeyed the Most High. Okay, what? Yes, prophet obeyed the Most High. David. Oh, yes, he did. He obeyed. The Panthers and our ancestors would have handled him. I want to put that up here. I want to put that up here.
Cassie.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you think I was just reading about? You remember the Frank James guy, the subway shooter?
Yeah.
And you know they charged him with terrorism.
They charged him. How many did he kill?
I was actually trying to read. I don't remember, but I know 29 people were injured. And it just said including 10 who were shot. It didn't say how many died. I forgot how many actually died. But they charged him with terrorism. They charged him with terrorism. But guess what? They didn't charge this one with terrorism. They didn't even charge him with a hate crime. Love every word you said and going to say you are so right about it. Yes, I am, Frederick. Yes, I am. And I'm just mad. I'm mad right now. Let me see. Miriam says, mark my words, the way the media will write this story will serve as a dog whistle to future copycats. You right? Guess what? They coming. More of them are going to come. Let me show you your statement, Miriam. You think more ain't coming? More will come. You know why? Because you did nothing. You allowed this creep to walk in your neighborhood and breathe and walk out. But guess what? You don't mind? I'm good with it. You can't protect your sisters. You can't protect your mamas. You can't protect your little rayray cousins. You can't protect your own. Then white folk ain't gonna protect you. And you look to them and say, what you gonna do about it? No, what you gonna do about it? What did you do about it? You didn't do nothing about it. So why should they? You allowed that joker to walk in and walk out like nothing. I just shot me some Negroes. And you didn't do nothing. And you think they supposed to do something? They supposed to protect you? Have they been protecting you, family? So what's gonna make them protect you start today? Really? Let's see how. We already know how this gonna turn out. But y'all seem to believe that they got your back. Y'all seem to believe that enemies got your back. Y'all still letting them educate your children. And this is what's going on. Our people will break bad with one another. You better say that again. Let me put that up there. Read that. Our people will break bad in the community. But when it's time to stand up to the real oppressors and enemies, they get ghost. Y'all so bad. Pooky and rayray, where you at? Where my gang members at? Where my bad? Oh, where my thugs? Where my bad? Where my gang members at? Well, how you do the little gang signs? Whatever, I don't even know. But I'm just saying, where you at? You let this stuff come in your neighborhood and punk you out. You ain't about nothing. Y'all some punks. Sit down. Sit down. You ain't nothing, Pookie. You ain't nothing, Ray. You set up to let this 18-year-old punk you out. 18. I am not. Let me tell you, I'm not condoning violence, but I do condone, and I will condone protecting your own at all costs. Period. But I don't condone violence, but I'm not going to condone allowing an 18-year-old thug, Satan's son, to come in my neighborhood and shoot him up. About telling folks, these what you can come on. I get there's a link right there. You can come on if you want to. Anybody got something to say? Feel free.
The subway shooter, no one got killed.
No one got killed.
And
no one.
They said he was feet away from people with a firearm that is designed to kill people, and no one got killed.
No one got killed. But this is what they want you to believe, that when they come on the scenes, that you should die. And this is what we say to each other. We say, yeah, because folk will come on in and be like, yeah, he should have died. Yeah, Micaiah Bryant should have died. She had a knife in her hand. This boy had a whole bag load of guns and didn't die. Did anybody say, oh, he should have died? Did anybody say that? No, did nobody say that? What'd you say? Nothing, because you punks. Pooky and Ray. Pooky and Ray, you punks. You set up there and let a little thug terror, Satan's son, come in your neighborhood and punk you out. Y'all should never show y'all face on no corners talking about some drug dealers. You ain't nothing.
Right.
You ain't hitting on nothing. Chickens. Let me see what else. Golden, welcome. Y'all like and share as we go on. Like and share. 11 people in here. How many likes we got? How many likes we got, y'all? Come on, put the likes up. It's not about what? About condoning violence. It's about condoning defending, yes, and protecting one's own self and one's own community. It's called self-preservation. Boy, you better come on this show. I need you on here. Come on, go.
Yep.
There go the link. I'm serious. This is ridiculous.
Yep.
I'm so mad right now. I'm gonna have to go take one of my husband's blood pressure pills. So bad right now. Honey, bring me a blood pressure pill. I'm so mad. I'm sorry, y'all. This don't make no sense.
Everything is being shown right in front of us, and it's just like
we're not doing nothing about it.
Wouldn't think about it. And what they do, they keep showing you that we can do this and we can do this and we can do this. But if you do this, they try to make a an influence out of you, not an influence, but make you can't do this. We can do this and get away with it, but you can't, because we're gonna make an example out of you.
Exactly. And that's almost like that child that hit and they run to go tell mom, and then the one that the troublemaker of the family, I'm gonna hit back, but I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay, I'm gonna hit you back, but the one that hit back gonna get in trouble. That's what we're working with, family. That's what we're dealing with right here. Like and share. That's what we're dealing with.
You know, I was told as a bus driver, and you know, I always ask this question about, you know, when we write students up in school, and our students will get suspended the most.
Oh, of course.
And I had asked one of the principals this question, you know, why come y'all not finding a remedy to help these kids?
Right.
You know, when we write them up, y'all suspend them off the bus so fast. But other students, they wouldn't.
Exactly.
And
your own was going against you.
This principal told me, he said, you would think that because of the suspension rate of the Black people in the school, he said you would think that it was more of them there compared to and it's not.
Right. Look at that.
He said it's just that those kids, our kids, got wrote up the most, and got reprimanded for anything that they done. They always will get suspended or ISS. But you would think that it was more of them there, and it's really not. And I was like, are you serious? He said, yeah. He said, because they got punished more than what the other kids did. And I was just like, that's not setting a good example for the kids, because they see this.
Right. They see this. But guess what? It's okay. They don't do nothing about it. But so you mean to tell me that the police didn't feel no threats with this dude with a gun? Pooky and rayray is too busy destroying their own. I love God today. Y'all better stop with this. Y'all better stop. Pooky and rayray too busy destroying their own. You ain't lying. So they allowed a white supremacist to come in and punk them out. But guess what? The police didn't feel 1 ounce of threat with their own, who had all those weapons. And they said that boy had a whole bunch of weapons.
You know, Dick Gregory made a statement that he said it takes 32 white people to equal to 1 Black man. Dick Gregory said that. Yeah, he said that on the talk on the Breakfast Club. And he said that it takes 32. That's why they attack the way that they do, because they already know that they cannot go up against a Black man by themselves like that.
But he did.
That's why they always. He said,
it didn't take no 32. Look, it took 1. He was 18.
But look at what
he had. Shot 10.
Look at what he had.
But guess what? It took 1 of him. 1, 18. 1. It didn't take 32. It used to take 32. But now, 2022,
it takes 22.
1.
Yeah.
In 2022, it took 1. Back in the day, when Dick Gregory, yes, it took 32. But now, how old was he and how many was it? 18. 1. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. And then I heard a Black man want to blame this, talking about this is revenge for the way Black women treated Kevin Samuels. What?
So my whole question,
I'm trying not to be disrespectful. I'm trying not to. I'm so mad right now. I want to just.
When I think about him and how he degraded the Black women, even though I know that's not what we're talking about, how did he feel about his own mom?
He hated any man that you see that disrespect their Black women the way he did Black women. He hated his mom. He had no respect for his mom. His mom, they didn't even tell his mom that he had died. That's what kind of relationship he had with his mom. I'm just saying, I'm not talking bad about the kid.
She had to find out through social media.
She found out through social media. But my thing is, why is it that he was allowed to disrespect Black women and Black men are on his side, because Black men hate Black women and we hate each other? And you know who put that in, who sowed that seed? White folk. They sowed the seed and we ran with it. What's the name of that book? Tell us the name of it.
The Willie Lynch syndrome.
The Willie Lynch syndrome. Say it again.
The Willie Lynch
syndrome. Anybody know about the Willie Lynch syndrome? Anybody know about the Willie Lynch syndrome? Willie Lynch syndrome is real. They may tell you it's not, but they're not gonna they never admit to anything. When we come found hanging on trees, they said suicide. So when it comes to us, they will never agree. They will never tell you the truth. So I don't believe nothing that comes out of their mouth. But Willie Lynch was a man that they brought from the Caribbeans in to teach them how to handle Negroes. And what he taught is what they're doing today. And he said, we put them against each other and they will tell on each other and they will not protect each other. The black woman will teach their black sons how to be obedient to white folk because she don't want her son to die. That's the gist of it. And that's what we do. We have taught our children, our boys, to be very afraid of white people. This is what you're seeing today. This is why an 18-year-old white male thug terrorist can come into a black neighborhood, into a black grocery store, shoot the store up, and live. Because Willie Lynch is alive and well in the black community, and you're looking at her, black woman. We are the only ones that will sit up here and go against our own men. And our men are the only ones. You don't see no other culture going against their own, do you? But that's all a plot and a plan to defeat because they're trying to destroy our men. But we're going to help them. We as black women are helping them. And we don't even recognize it because our mindset has been conditioned to help white folk to destroy us, to destroy our own. And that's what we're doing. That's why that white boy was allowed to go into a black neighborhood and live. Shot your family up, shot your kids up, shot your mama up, shot your daddy up, shot your cousins, shot your nieces, nephews, and lived. Now, what's that saying to you? Dick Gregory, I respect, but it didn't take 32 nothing. It took one. Where have we gone to get to this place where we will destroy each other and we will allow them to destroy us too and not even raise a finger to fight? We didn't raise a finger. He didn't get a scrape. He didn't get a scratch. He didn't get no stitches. He didn't, but you'll tell us snitches get stitches, but he didn't get no stitches. He was an armed terrorist and walked in your community, black man, and disrespected you in your face, and you didn't do nothing. So I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear you talking down on your woman until you take care of them white thug terrorists that's coming to your neighborhood. Shut the hell up. Don't say nothing about a black woman. You talk about you not handling that white boy. Get that white boy that same energy. Why you didn't give him that same energy that you giving these black women now? Why you didn't give him that same energy? Why you didn't give him that same energy that you giving black women? How come you didn't give him that hard time? How come he walked out of your neighborhood? He would have been black man. You'd have gave him some energy. You'd have been on here. Oh yeah, he should have died. He shot up. He shot 10 people. What was they saying about the man, the train man? What was they saying about him? Oh, he should go to jail. He should have died. They had so much energy for him, but ain't nobody got no energy for that white thug that sat up there and came in your neighborhood and shot up your neighborhood, and you didn't even do nothing. That's funny. That's funny. I find it funny. Let me see. We stop destroying each other and blame other people, though. We need to stop destroying each other and blaming other people. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I have support and respect our black men, but they can step up to the plate and do a whole lot better. Yes, you're right.
Can I read something right fast?
Yes, please.
I just want to read something out of this because right fast. It says the breaking process of the African woman. Then take the female, run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. Test her in every way because she is also the most important factor of good economics. If she shows any signs of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to extract the last bit of the B word out of her. Take care not to kill her, for in doing so you spoil good economics. When in complete submission, she will train her offspring in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age. So right there, it's telling you.
It's telling you just what's going on now. So you're gonna tell me that Willie Lynch letter is not true? Because you white folks say, "Oh, it's not true."
Oh, it's true.
But did you read this comment? This was the test to see how much more they can do to our community. Do you see that?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Thank you for that. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name wrong. No disrespect, sis. But did you read that? I'm going to read it again. This was a test to see how much more they can do to our community. You are disgraceful, black folk. Y'all disgrace me.
You
And
didn't do anything. Go ahead, D.
You know that scripture that the Bible talks about, the mixed multitude.
Mm-hmm.
And you know when I was telling you about how Martin Luther said that he basically regrets that he sold his people into a burning building bush.
He's still in that burning building.
And see, when he realized what he has done by trying to implement and want us to segregate, that it was against the Most High's will.
Right.
And he realized that.
Yes.
And then once he realized that, they knew that they had to do something to get rid of him, because now he's finna wake the people up.
Yes.
Because at first he didn't know that he was buying into their agenda.
No, he didn't.
Just like all of these politicians, they're buying into their agenda.
They know. I believe you're gonna tell me they don't know. I don't believe that. I believe they knew. I believe they know. These black Negroes now, they know exactly what they're doing because they're getting paid. Just like Kevin Samuels, you're not going to tell me he wasn't getting paid by white supremacy to say what he was saying about black women. Cynthia G, you're not going to tell me she's not getting paid to say what she says about black folk. Candace Owens, you're not going to tell me she's not getting paid to say what she's paying about saying what she's saying about black folk. These black white supremacists are getting paid to do what they do and say against their own. Now, this was a test. This was a test. How many gonna go out and get their power tools today?
They keep doing it. They keep giving us a test.
They keep showing you.
They trying to see what are y'all gonna do about it.
And y'all won't do nothing.
Are y'all gonna raise up? What
you know how many babies died in Chicago this weekend? Several. But how many did he just shoot up? You shooting your own, you're killing your own. That's a plot. We know that. But how many did anybody raise a weapon to him? Did anybody shoot? You mean to tell me he came in a black community and nobody had a weapon? Do you believe that, D? I don't believe that.
I don't
believe that nobody in that store had nothing. I don't believe that. But nobody grabbed nothing. Nobody. I'm going to tell you what, one person would have grabbed something, everybody would have grabbed something, but nobody
did not want to go to jail.
I don't care about jail right now. But I want to live.
That's what they were thinking. If I do this, this is what's going to happen to me.
You did nothing till you died. So what's the difference?
So that's why
you want to go to jail. Which one? I want to live to see another day. I'm gonna fight it in court. But he's doing all that shooting. How you gonna go to jail when he's doing all that shooting? I am fighting for my life, Your Honor. I was afraid to death right then, and I was fighting for my survival. They're gonna put you in jail because of that. Guess what? I'm gonna take my chances. I'm not going to sit up here and do nothing. Let me show this one. When white supremacy say what? Say something is not true is usually true. Yes. When they call you something, they're talking about themselves. When they tell you lazy, they talking about themselves. Everything that come out of their mouth is a lie. And especially when they talking about you, they talking about themselves, family. When are we going to wake up to what we really dealing with here? Who comes to kill, steal, and destroy, D? Whose attributes is that? Church. Whose attributes? Where my Christians at? Mama dried up Christians at? You know church era is done, right? But that's another topic. Whose attributes are he told us to know their fruits, know their by the fruits, right? He said we're going to know their attributes by their seeds, right? We're going to be able to know a person by what we see right in them. What do we see in this stuff, terrorists? What do we see in white folk, period? They come to kill, steal, and destroy, right? They come to kill, steal, and destroy, right? But what are we doing about it? We still act like we don't know whose attributes. We still act like we don't know whose children they are. God called them serpent people. Serpent people. And we don't even have enough sense to recognize them for what they are. We're still making excuses of enemies, calling them friends. We're still making excuses. Those are my friends. Those aren't your friends. You shouldn't even be going to school with them. You shouldn't even be letting them educate your children. You won't even take them out of your schools and put them into a black school. Zykes Institute, we talk about it all the time. In New York, look it up. It's virtual right now. Put him in for a year. Support this brother. Then have him to build a school in your black community. Help him build a school in your black community. We won't even do that. You got to start from somewhere. I have a foundation that we've been working on.
We teaching young boys, 18. I got a company that's going to teach our 18-year-olds to own their own business. Gonna teach them to have a CDL. For now, CDLs, 18-year-olds, they have to drive in their community. So if they're in the North Carolina area, they're in the South Carolina area, and they get trained in South Carolina, they only be able to ride and drive in South Carolina with the CDL. But if they're 21 to 25, they'll get to own the CDL, and this woman will train them 4 weeks, and she will allow them to work for her, because she has a trucking company, or they get that certificate and they get to work for somebody else, or they get to be their own bosses. Whichever way you want to do it. And first year, you're going to make $85,000. First year, $85,000. I'm just saying. What my 18-year-olds that want to make 18-year-olds that want to make $85,000 a year. I'm just saying, I am creating our future, we have this foundation ram in the bush. We have that foundation. We're doing security. We eventually want our own police department. We want our own investigating team that can go in and investigate these police officers. I'm tired of them investigating themselves. Why are we allowing them to investigate themselves and not have our own investigating team in there with them to investigate with them? Not to come together with them to get the truth. Why are we still allowing these DAs that's not prosecuting these thug terrorists who's allowed to murder us in our communities? And why are we still allowing them to run and not replacing their seats with people that's going to do what they're supposed to do? Why are we allowing these judges who own these jails to stay on the bench? They've gotten rich off of putting our Black babies in these jails, giving them hundreds of years. But these white thug terrorists, like we just saw, you don't get them no time. You're going to want what first degree murder. You didn't even give them capital punishment. Wasn't even a hate crime. They wouldn't even put a hate crime on the books for you, but they put one on for the Asians, but you're okay with it. I'm tired of marching. Y'all sit down with that marching. I'm not coming out to march nothing. You let this thug terrorist come in your neighborhood and didn't do nothing. Now you talking about marching. What you marching for? Because they know you ain't going to do nothing. What you marching for? Then tomorrow, 2 days later, you go right back to doing what you've been doing. Nothing. What you marching for? I'm not wasting my time. Not wasting my knees, my feet on you marching. Do something. Do something. But you just showed what you was going to do. You didn't do nothing because of white supremacy came in your neighborhood, walked in your neighborhood, was shooting outside. Nobody in that store heard no gunshots outside. He comes in the store and he kills more people in the store. Nobody, inside or out, had no weapon to protect themselves. Shame on you. You are in a toxic society. You're in a toxic country and you walking around with nothing. Shame on you. When you get tired of dying, let me know. When you get tired of them white supremacy dying, let me know. When you get tired of them coming bullying you and you don't do nothing, let me know. Because y'all ain't tired yet. Because if y'all was tired, that boy wouldn't have walked out of that neighborhood on his 2 feet. He would have been in a body bag. I'm just saying. I'm not condoning violence. Let's not get it twisted. I am condoning protecting ours. We have to stop allowing. Golden says what? We have to stop relying on the enemy to do what is best for us because they will never. Oh, Lord, who is this Goldie person? I love you, girl. This is my girl right here. Read that. It is critical to know what we're up against. We are not dealing with lone wolf terrorists. They are the game. Yes, recall the North Carolina cop who was caught saying he couldn't wait for the race war. Remember that, y'all? Y'all remember that? Boy, y'all got me twisted over here. Honey, please give me one of your blood pressure pills ready. I'm telling you, I'm gonna need one today because I done had enough of this. I can't do this. I'm telling you, I'm out. I can't do this. I am not gonna subject my grandkids to this. Y'all Negroes won't even fight now. I'm so disappointed right now. I don't know what to do. I am so disappointed. Now you just shot them up with your own. You'd have killed everybody. You'd have shot them up for that corner on that drug corner. Wouldn't they do? You muted. You know you muted. Okay. They would have shot them up. But you mean to tell me you didn't even try to fight back. You didn't even try to pull a power two. You didn't even come with your power two. You didn't even attempt. You hid like punks. but you want to join the service and want to go fight overseas to Ukraine. Oh God, make it make sense. Please help me. Make it make sense. I can't make sense out of this. I'm done. Ain't got nothing else to say. Remember, you guys, I have the foundation. We have mechanics, we have roofings, we have HVAC, we have plumbers, we have we're contracted with security, we're contracted with the barber school, we're contracted with mechanics. All of these people are going to teach your children. Some of these courses are under a year. You can get your certificate under a year and you can start your own business. And we have to do something. This is the best way that I could think of to come up with our own. We can train them first. We can't yell and scream, tell our kids to get a job when these white folk won't even hire them. We can't, or they'll hire them at McDonald's and only pay them, $7, $8 an hour. You can't take care of no family making $10 an hour. That's what these jobs, $14, $13, $11 an hour. You cannot take, and then they holler, oh, what's jobs out here? But you ain't paying no money. But they paying them white folk money. Them white folk, they getting jobs for $35 an hour, but you're making $7 an hour. Go figure that one out. And nobody's saying nothing. Where my attorneys at? Where my attorneys? Biden just wrote a bill, $30 billion, $44 billion, right? He wrote another, gave Ukraine more money. That's your reparations. 33. More money, trillions of dollars. That's your reparations, right? But what did you say? Did anybody write a bill? Did anybody protest that? Did black folk protest that? No. But guess what? When the black farmers were supposed to get money, the white farmers protested, went to court about it, and they stopped the black farmers from getting money. They said it was unconstitutional for you to just give to one group of people. But we have been allowing them to give to one group of people. But when it comes to you, they will actually write a law, go to court, and stop you from getting yours. But you won't stop them. Go ahead, Dee.
Oh, no, I was just going along. He gave them another $8 billion, $800 billion to the for Ukraine.
Again, over the $40 billion that they just gave yesterday.
He just did another. That must be in with $800 billion that they just wrote up another one last week or week before last. Another $800 billion that he's wanting to give them. And I told you earlier that one of the campaign woman called me yesterday about voting. And I asked her, I said, I don't even know none of these candidates. I said, I don't know none of them. I said, but my question is, what are they doing for the black community?
Exactly. Nothing.
And she was like, well, they doing housing. I said, that's for everybody. I said, what are they doing for the black community? Well, that's a good question, she said. She said, but what do you want to see done in the black community?
I would have asked her, what do you think needs to be done? Nothing?
And
housing?
So I was just like, I was at a shock because, and I was like, it's so much that they can do. I said, but everything that they do for the black community, they feel they got to give it to everybody.
Well, let me help her understand this. Give her my number from now on. And for one, what they can do is give us reparations, money, cash. I don't want no programs. Give me cash. So you already know what I'm going to do with mine. For two, police brutality. For three, qualified immunity. That's where you can start. Let's start there. Give us reparations first thing. I don't care about nothing else. Give me reparations so we can do what we need to do. Because I already got a plan for mine.
Well, I read an article about the reparations. And the HR 40, which is
a bill. That's not going to give you money.
Wait a minute, which is a reparation bill that every year they view that bill to determine where they're going to give reparations.
But guess what? It's not giving you money.
It's a study of.
It's a study. What do studies do? You mean to tell me all this time you don't know that you hurt black folk? You don't know how? Look.
Reason why.
Community. What do you need to study? You don't get nobody else to study.
But the reason why they keep saying that it's hard for them to really, quote unquote, give reparations because they don't know who to give it to. Because wait. Because this is what they say is because of the integration and stuff. So that's what
I don't care. I don't care. Give the black folk who was born in America, whose ancestors came from America. They know they have a record. Give us reparations. Don't give me that crap. You're giving the whole Ukraine, the whole country reparations. I don't care. Give it to all black people. I don't care. As long as they get this color skin and they was born on this ground, give it to us. If you got this color skin, I'm not talking about if you biracial, you're not black.
period. I'm talking about black folk, the blackity black. Okay, they look like me. Give us reparations. You know darn gone well. They know who is who. That's a lie that they're gonna tell you so you can keep spreading it. I don't care if they look like me. If my grandparents came from Africa and they came on ships, give it to us. Don't give me no crap. You didn't say that with the Jews. You don't know who's Jews. You got Jews in Germany, you got them in the US. But guess what? They getting them Jews here, they got money. Asians got money. You can't tell the Chinese apart. You don't know if they're Chinese, Japanese, or where Vietnam or Philip, you don't know, but you gave them reparations. I don't want to hear, give me reparations, and I give me my money now, period. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't care about no excuses. Give me my money, just like you gave it to everybody else. It's always a reason why they can't do something when it comes to black people, and we take and run with that mess and say, oh, they can't give it to us because I don't care. If you see black, give me my money, cut the check, just like you did for everybody else. Cut the check. Cut the check. That's all I care about. I don't care. They always come up with an excuse. I don't want no bill. We don't need no bill. Did you have a bill for Ukraine? No, you cut the check. Did you have a bill for Afghanistan? No, you cut the check. Did you have a bill for the Asians? No. Did you have a bill for the Jews? No. Did you have a bill for the Pacific Islanders you just gave $30 million to? No, you cut the check. Okay, why when you come to us you come up doing a bill? We don't need no study. You ain't studied nobody else's nothing. Cut the check. Don't say you ain't got no money. You just wrote Ukraine. You just gave them trillions of dollars. If you add up all those billions that they gave Ukraine, it comes up to trillions of dollars.
Yeah,
trillions. That's your reparation money. I want a refund. You just sent my tax money over to Ukraine. You sent my tax money over to Afghanistan, and then you left them billions and trillions of dollars worth of equipment. I want my money. Plain and simple. I don't care. I don't care what excuse they got. I want my money. Period. Now, I'm done. I've said what I had to say. I do have the foundation. Y'all want more information? I'm gonna put my HARDTRUTHZ 12 at gmail.com. Now, don't tell us you don't have nothing, no programs. We got programs. They done enough studying. Yeah. In fact, they don't. Let me put this one up here. They done enough study. In fact, they don't really need to do studies. They're the ones that caused our catastrophic. Yes, in the first place, they already know what needs to be. Yeah, they know. We don't need no study. We're talking about study. We're done studying. But I have a foundation. Now you can start there. If you say you woke, we got some black folks say they woke, but you're still banking white. You still got your money in Wells Fargo. We have a whole black bank. One Bank United, right? We have a whole black bank that you're not even using. We have a whole black school.
Mm-hmm.
Zayek's Institute, New York, that all black folk can go to this school, take your babies out and go to this school, and we can help this brother get started so we can spread these schools nationwide. We won't do it. I don't want to hear y'all complain about white folk, what they doing. I don't care. You have a whole foundation. I have like 12 companies that I'm working with that's going to teach our babies how to have their own businesses, that's going to give them certificates. Every program I have is under a year. You can take that certificate and you can use that certificate and you can take it and build your own business, or you can work for them. It's up to you. But every business that I have created is going to make you over $60,000, $70,000 a year. Now you can continue working for McDonald's and make your little $10,000 a year, and then you still qualify for welfare. Okay. Or you can working in their educational system instead of you getting with Zayek's Institute and let him train you and work with him to create our schools for our babies. Or you could be like the black doctors and the black nurse that just lost her degree, lost her license because white supremacy was messing with her on her job. Now they got her brought up on charges telling she killed somebody. You know that black nurse. She's had trophy after trophy. This black nurse, award after award, talking about how great she was. Now all of a sudden they've been messing with her for 2 years. Why would you sit up under white supremacy for 2 years? Allow them to mess with you for 2 years. You didn't do nothing. You didn't transfer out. You stayed and let them mess with you for 2 years and didn't do nothing. Now they got you up on some charges because she was incubating somebody. That wasn't her job. It was somebody else. He couldn't make it to the hospital. He told her, I'm going to talk you through it. Heck no, you ain't going to talk me through nothing. That's not my job. You going to come here and do it yourself, or this person going to sit here and lay here until you get here. That's what I was told.
She did it on his behalf. And then another nurse came in and did something else. The person died. But they didn't blame the first nurse. They didn't blame the other nurse. They blamed her. Now they took her license and they bring it up on charges. They end up dropping the charges, but they didn't take that off her record and they didn't give her license back. So guess what? That's what white supremacy do. When they do stuff to destroy you generationally. They don't just destroy you, they destroy your family. So now she can't even feed her whole family because they took her license. Then you had a doctor that they've been messing with him for the last 2 years. Now you gonna sit there and take that. Why would you help me understand that? Why would you take abuse from white supremacy? No, they being racist, and you sit up under them and try to continue working up under them. Him and her could have came together and created a local clinic in our neighborhood and got money from that. Then you come together and have your own hospital. Why are we not doing it in our community? Tell us why. Because you know why? Because they just spread us so far and wide that it's not enough of us to do nothing in one white community. And we just spread ourselves so thin in their community that when we come together, it's only like 10 of us in their 90% white community. But we think we're doing something because we moved on up with moving on up. Remember the Jeffersons? He done moved in a high rise and he was just walking around and he and amongst all them white folk. But you think you done moved up. You ain't moved up nothing. You done moved into the alligator pit, the snake pit, and you don't even know you living in a snake pit. You don't even, your child going through hell with them schools, with them white kids that's torturing them every day. That one girl I seen where she came from Gambia, her mom or some died. She was sent to Belgium to live with her black uncle. They took her out of his house, put her in a white family house. The white family was trying to convince her that she, the white lady asked her, what you want to do for a living? She said, I want to be a doctor and a lawyer, she said. And the white lady told her, no, you can be a hairstylist. The girl said, no, my uncle told me that we can be 3 things and hairstylist wasn't on the list. So the white woman took her back to court, told her, I don't want this little girl because she couldn't brainwash the little girl. The lawyer, the girl now grown is an attorney back in Ghana. I'm just saying, you didn't see, they got us jacked up. What if the little girl had said, okay, because I'm trusting this woman and this woman, she's taking care of me and, and she'd have went for something she didn't even have the gift for and then wouldn't have done well. And then she'd have been struggling for her whole life because you in the wrong field. No, she knew what her gifts was. She knew what she should have been. We should know our enemies. We should know them by now. And we'll sit up here every time and know, oh my God, 2022, and they're still doing this. Where are you at? Why are you saying that? I don't understand that question that comes out of your mouth about what they doing to us. Like you so shocked. Why are you shocked? Because they didn't stop. They've always done it. And you've always saw it. And you still see it. And you'll still go behind them and take a vaccine. You'll still take a jab. You'll still trust it with your children. You'll still trust banking with them. You'll still go to their white stores. That's missing formula now. They won't even order your baby no formula. But I'm gonna tell you what, if y'all smart enough, you better go order the carnation milk, or you can go on Amazon, change your order to Canada, order from Canada, and it comes to your house. America, there ain't no shortage in Canada on baby food. That's here in America. That's some America crap. Go order it from Canada, have it sent to your house, or you better go to them stores and rack up on carnation milk, which is 50 cents a can, and you can stack up on your baby's formula and get the baby water, and you put a little water in that carnation, and you feed your babies. Now you sit up there if you want to. Now you got the plan. Now what you gonna do with the plan? We got the plan. What we gonna do with the plan? We're gonna sit up there and keep allowing them to come in our neighborhoods and be scared to shoot back and let them kill you. You let them kill you. 10 of them. Let this white supremacy come in your neighborhood and kill, murder you. And you did nothing. You didn't shoot back. You didn't shoot back. You didn't shoot back. You didn't even have the balls to fight. But you got balls to fight with me. You got balls to fight with your black women. Black women got balls to fight with their black men. But you're not giving that white supremacists that same energy. Them drug addicts, drug dealers, I'm sorry. Rayray and Pooky, you got the balls to fight with your own over a corner, a drug corner. That's not yours. But you didn't have the balls to fight this dude that came in your neighborhood and punked you out. Yes, they better wake up and smell the coffee and start breastfeeding. Yes, you got tatas. Why aren't you using your tatas? because white folk got you jacked up. They using their tatas on their baby. You're using a raggedy formula who's got metal in their formula, but you gonna sit up there and chase behind some formula when you got tatas to feed your own babies from. If you got tatas, use those tatas. That's why God gave them to you. It's not just up there for men, okay? I'm just saying, those tatas are there for you to breastfeed your babies. So let's get back to that. Let's get back to the basics. You're right, Golden. Let's get back to the basics. Feed your babies with your own God-given milk. If you can breastfeed, you breastfeed. If you cannot and you think you have an issue, go and get their carnation milk now. Go and get your carnation milk. And also, it's cheaper than formula anyway. Or you can order off Amazon, but you have to change where you're ordering it from. Not the American Amazon. Do the Canada Amazon and have it shipped right directly to your home. Baby formula. It's not a shortage in anywhere but America, and that's done on purpose. You think everything they do is not done for a reason? Oh, they're getting ready to do a lot of shutting down the food. I hope you getting your canned goods. I hope you stacking up on your sanitary napkins and all this, your body wash, your what you call them, wipes. I hope you got your cat food, your cat litter. I hope you got your matches, your candles, your bullets. Your power tools. I hope you got your toilet paper, napkins, medication, all this extra food, canned goods, water. Okay, you get the case of water and you get the big water. Okay, I'm just saying. I hope you're ready for what's coming, because it's some stuff that's getting ready to come. Thanks, D. It's some stuff that's getting ready to come down the pike, and I hope you're ready. Because most black folk will tell me, "Oh, God got me." Yeah, but you know what? Didn't he tell Joseph to prepare? And Joseph prepared. He told Joseph, you got 7 years of famine coming, and you got 7 years of what? He said, during the 7 years of blessings, I want you to save up, so when you got 7 years of famine, you'll be able to eat. That's what he told Joseph. What if Joseph had said, I ain't saving up nothing because I know God got me? And that's what black folk tell me. They got time now. Now's your time to save. Now is your time. If you got money in the bank, take that money out, invest in silver. If you got money enough to invest in property, invest in land, Africa got land for $1,000. Africa has land. And let me tell you something about that. I interviewed Black Sid last Sunday. And do you not know you had black folk coming on here attacking my friend? You had black folk coming on here attacking her. Let me tell you something. If you didn't have enough energy, get at white supremacists that coming in your neighborhood to shoot them up, that same energy that you just gave your black sister. Shame on you for the ones that came on my page and had something to say against Black Sid, who I bought my land from. And I had no problems. I had no problems. Do you understand that? And I'm going to get more. This is my second plot I got from her. And I'm going to get 3 plots. Now I'm going to get your wealth. You sit up there and you talk noise about her. Y'all had some negative stuff to say, but you ain't had the negative to say about Biden when you put him in office. You didn't have nothing negative to say about Clinton, who called your children predators. You ain't have nothing negative to say about the Democratic Party, who ain't doing nothing for you. You ain't have nothing negative about this shooter that just came in your neighborhood, pooky and rayray, and shot up your neighborhood. But you got something to say about your black men, your black women, and a black woman that's helping you, your blackness, get to Africa and have a place to live. And you got nerves to talk noise about her. Be ashamed of yourself. You guys, I'm disgusted by what I'm seeing in the black community. And we're going to pass this mess down to our children. Are you serious? Look at this community and you're passing this junk down. You need to separate from your enemies as soon as you can. And I mean now, because time is of an essence. Half of y'all ain't going to make it because y'all think they y'all friends. So y'all going to sit up there and be hungry. They going to be eating. You're going to be watching through their window. Tom, you going over there. And I'm going to go over there and get some deer meat from them because they know how to hunt. They going to help me out. They going to feed me. Okay, you're going to be hungry. You're going to be hungry. Do you hear that? You are going to be hungry. You are going to be hungry because you waiting on enemies to feed you. You waiting on enemies to feed you. And y'all sitting up here being nasty amongst your own. Yes, and you do need the baby vitamins to drop in the formula with the carnation. Don't forget the baby vitamins to drop inside the milk. Yes, I do. Yeah, because we did. My granddaughter, we fed her like that. We gave her carnation milk, and we put a little water in it. And you do have to get the baby vitamins to drop in it also. Yes, thank you for that, Golden. Thank you. But yeah, I'm so disgraced. I'm so disappointed in black folk. I'm so disappointed right now. We are doing the most harm to us. And you just sat up here and you let a white supremacy walk in your neighborhood and shoot your family members, your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, and you didn't do anything. Oh, I got to stay on the wall. I got to. I hope you guys help me with this foundation because I am looking for mentors and I would like to get this foundation in nationwide. If you're in a neighborhood, if you're in an area, I do have places. Well, I have 3 places now to send them. Rockville, North Carolina. I think I'm saying Rockingham, North Carolina. I think that's where I have the address. But I'm sending them to another trucking company that's sending them to Indiana and Utah. I know it's a white area, but that's the best I could do because no black people. I have one black company and she's getting it together. And I'm so proud of her. That's my girl. I'm partnering up with her. Met her yesterday. Go on my Facebook page. I do show videos of her. I'm gonna try to download it on my YouTube channel. But she's making it happen, and I'm so proud of her. We are going to do some partnering. I have a black therapist that I'm partnering up to because I do believe that we need some help, and I am partnering up with a black therapist so that we'll be able to come together. And if I see some issues in our community inside of the foundation that needs some help, she's going to help me with that. I have partnered up with beauticians, barber schools. I'm going to partner with bakers. I'm going to partner with caterers. I'm going to partner up with anybody and everybody that I can. I'm trying to partner up with more black people, but a lot of times we don't want to help each other. I went to a daycare. I can't get them to contact me back. So I think I'm gonna have to go to the community college to partner up with them. And that's a 6-month program. And you'll be able to do a Pell Grant and you'll be able to go to there and take up the early childhood daycare. And you can take that certificate and open up your own daycare, or you can do your own, open up your own daycare in your own home, or you can work with different daycare centers. So I'm doing my part. What are you doing? I'm doing my part where you'll be able to get a certificate and you will be able to have your own entrepreneurs. Where my entrepreneurs at? Okay. That's what I'm doing. So what are you doing? It's time for us to do something. It's time for us to come from their schools. It's time for us to bank black. It's time for us to buy black. It's time for us to support. It's time for us to get these community clinics together. It's time for us to get these community stores. Come on, community. I cannot do everything. I'm becoming a daycare teacher. Yes. Ain't no God willing. Go ahead and do it. If he put it in your heart to do it, it's time to do it. I'm just saying, it's time for you to do it. Okay. If he put it on your heart to do it, it's time to do it. But you could have your own daycare center. I'm just saying, we need some black daycare centers that's going to do what needs to be done with our children to start teaching them black. I am opening up a school. I do have the land. I am going to open up a school, but it's going to be in Africa, and I'm going to do it virtually. But my thing is, it's time to change the mentality, not just in America, but in Africa too, because they're colonized. And I mean, these white folk have done a job on the Caribbeans and the Africans and Haitians. They have done a job convincing them that they hate us. Not all of them. I'm not saying that not all of them. You do have some that will support black people, but you have a lot of them that hate their own. And this is what happens when you integrate with enemies and you don't understand your enemies, and your enemies are educating you, and they're educating you to hate yourself. This is what we're seeing. This is why we did not fight back. This is why we didn't fight back, because we've been brainwashed to believe that they're gods. Their children are gods. Nobody would touch that 18-year-old who came in your neighborhood to kill you, and you would die before you would kill him. That's what we're up against in 2022. Gregory said one thing, but it only took one 18-year-old to come in your neighborhood and punk you out and walk out alive. You guys have just signed your death certificate, because he is not the only one. There are going to be more, but I hope and pray that you learn from this one. And I don't care if 5 of y'all at one time, get your power tools, aim, and protect your babies, protect your women at all costs, and shut your mouths. You can't come in my neighborhood and want to harm us and walk out alive. I'm not condoning violence, I promise you, but I do condone us protecting at any cost our families, protecting our babies, protecting the women, protecting the men, protecting us. Period. I'm done for the day. I've said what I need to say. I think I need to drink some more water so I can calm down. I have a headache now. I got a headache. I'm so frustrated right now. I'm so angry. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Where is our protection? When do we protect us? When do we say enough is enough? When do we get tired of what we're seeing? We talk. I'm not marching. I don't give a damn about no marching. I'm just saying. I'm not wasting my time marching nothing. Because you'll march 2 days, you back to normal. And they shooting you up again and you march for 2 more days and then you back to normal. When are we going to get tired of this? When do we get tired of this? When do we get tired? When? When? All right, family. I'm done. Nothing else to say. It's all on you now. It's all on you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What are you going to do? Don't say what can we do. You already know what you can do. Protect your family members at all costs. I'm sick and tired. I'm done. Miriam, I'm done too. I'm tired of being tired and I'm ready to go. You give me my reparations, I promise you I'm out. I'm telling you, if I can go tomorrow, I will be on a plane today. I promise you. I'm working things out right now in my life so that I would have income to be able to live there. Because I have land there that I want to build on. But I don't want to go over there and put me a camper because I got land. I can put a camper on my land. I'm good. And I do believe the ones that go to Africa, they're going to be safe. I believe if you stay here in America, you're going to die. I believe that. If you stay here in America, you're going to die. I'm tired of being tired. I have a headache right now today. I have a headache. This is how I'm spending my Sunday. Fussing at my pooky and rayrays that allowed a 18-year-old to come and punk you out. You so busy being gang members. Bang them up, shoot them up, your own. Selling your own drugs. Making money off your own. But nobody saw this white supremacy coming and thought to protect their families. Yes. I'm working. I'm doing it now. Miriam, thank you for joining, you guys. Like and share. It don't cost you nothing. Like and share. I am going to use this platform to move forward to do my my rants, but I have another platform and it is our new reality. And I hope you'll join me there. I'm going to put it in the comments so that you can go and join there because I'll talk about the foundation. I'm going to do some interviews on that when I have an interview next Sunday on the trucker that's coming up, who I'm partnering with. She's going to be on next Sunday. She's a Black lady. I'm so excited. So excited. I'm partnering up with her and she's going to, we're offering training. You have to pay for your permit. You have a class to show you what's going to be on the test. And you take that test, take that class, and then you have to go and take your permit, get your permit for your CDL A or B. And she has a school set up, Black lady. She has a school set up and she's going to teach you how to drive. So it's things that we got in the works, but you got to sign up for them. I can't do it by myself. The website will be up, or we're working on the website. So the end of the month, I will be putting the website out there and I hope you guys will be ready to register. I am going to school tomorrow to talk to nothing but seniors. So I have my registration forms and all that stuff. So I'm really super excited. So you guys, hey, we're doing it. We are doing it. I can't do it by myself. I hope that you know your gift and you're walking in your gift and you're doing what you need to do in our community. If you're a teacher, I'm looking to open up me a school. It's going to be in Africa, but I could use you virtually to teach. So if you need, I'm going to need some help. I'm serious. I am going to open up my own school and been trying to talk to a friend of mine to open up one here. I have 3 friends that can open up one school and can work together on this school. And I'm just waiting to see them do it because they can do it. It's 3 of them. And they have certificates for homeschooling. One is a teacher already, and one is working on the curriculum. And I'm hoping that these 3 ladies will come together and open up a school here in America. But you can open up a school here and live there. I'm just saying, let's get some of that American money and take it and do what we need to do, because I'm done. If I could move tomorrow, I would have. But there's programs in the works that you're going to be able to sign up for. And I know you got nephews and cousins and nieces that aren't doing anything. They're 18, just graduating. Sign them up for the CDO class, sign them up for the barber school, sign them up for the mechanics, sign them up for roofing, HVAC, plumbing, electrician classes that I've classes that I've signed up the programs. I've signed people up to do what needs to be done. I'm going to give them a certificate. They're going to take that certificate. They're going to open up their own. There's nothing else I can do. I got the pool, I got the water, but I can't make you drink, family. I can't make you drink. This has gone way too long. I'm done. Thank you for joining. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Like and share it out. Share it to Pooky and Ray Ray, because I want to meet with Pooky and Ray Ray. At the end of the month, I am going to meet with my mentors on the 27th, I think, on that Friday or the Saturday. So we're still debating, but I need more mentors. So if you want to be a mentor, hit me up. You got my email. Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing your dream flourish. Yes. I can't do it by myself though. But thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys. Like and share before you leave, and let's share it out. Peace, family. I'm done. I've ranted enough. I'm done. Peace. Thank you for joining.